Hello, everyone. Welcome to Joe Consume Cinema. I'm your host, Beowulf, and today we have Season 1, Episode 3 of The Last Kingdom. Uhtred, he kind of gave them their whole battle plan, but they still don't trust him. There's this religious and also cultural divide that Uhtred is it's probably going to follow Uhtred around like the entire show. I feel like he's going to have to constantly earn and then re-earn trust from the English, it seems. And yeah, he gave them their entire battle plan, and it looked like at the end of the episode that they made use of it. But they also put Uhtred and Brita in a cage, so yeah, there's a clear mistrust issue there. Hopefully that starts to get resolved, over time. The battle went well, it looked like, and I'm sure the English have won, otherwise, the show would be over. So that should be something that they can build on and, hopefully start to trust one another a bit more. Other than that, I'm really liking how the Danish just completely disrespect the Christians in the show. It honestly is very entertaining. You had that scene where Abba was torturing a priest and questioning his faith, and he's talking about Saint Bartimaeus, how he took multiple arrows and didn't die, and they're like, well, if your Christ God can do that, surely he can protect you from the same arrows. They put that theory to the test. As always, please remember to blank, blank, and blank. Channel's doing really well. Still need to catch up on those watch hours, but we're getting close. Other than that, I have a Blue Sky social account. Feel free to give me a follow over there, Joe Consume Cinema. And I have something big in the works, which may or may not be live by the time this video gets posted. We're gonna see. It's gonna be close. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, so let's just get right to the episode.
I have to speak, Lord. The axe cut deep. Even a king couldn't survive that.
We shall
wound.
pray and we shall see.
Well, looks like Alfred is going to be taken over sooner than I thought. Yeah, he has a unworthy son and a what seems like worthy but hesitant brother.
We defeated the Danes.
Why is this good news?
Alfred acted upon your advice. You share in his glory.
Alfred refused my sword. I won't be offering it again unless he begs.
Our prayer should be with the king's successor, whoever that may be.
The crown is mine, my birthright.
Nice little rift in the kingdom.
They marched sooner than we expected, and they positioned themselves well on the hill.
Because you have lost half your men.
We killed our king, Ethelred.
Danes do not lose.
I am not lost.
You have given them hope, Guthrum. That is worse.
Alfred can help us. We'll use him.
He has used you.
And now he owes me.
I'm here to pray for my father, the king, to be at his side.
The king is dead.
Before he passed, the king named me as heir to the throne. That's what he told me. You would all do well to repeat this.
Each person here and more heard your father bequeath his crown to Alfred.
He must have been delirious.
On which occasion?
I gave you victory, Lord. What's more important than that?
The king is dead. My first act as king will be to offer the Danes a peace.
They will think you spineless, Lord.
Alfred is the man to follow. He is your way back to Bebbanburg as Lord and Master.
Well, yeah, you're not going to be causing any problems for long, dude.
The man-child who would have himself be king. Alfred wishes no harm to be done to a hair of your ugly head. But he will not put up with your insolence and lies. You're to be sent to Hampton, to a monastery, to be educated. Wessex cannot afford division.
Ask God to give me the strength to wear the crown as well as you. This breeder, she is what to him?
I would say a hindrance, Lord.
A wife?
No.
What are they going to do to Brita?
I'm here to serve myself. Alfred means nothing to me but a path to take back what's rightfully mine.
You're Alfred's priest now, Beocca.
Is this a vision of like the future? I think that was Uhtred's older brother, Ragnar. They were on a Viking ship.
My sincere apologies. You spoke the truth.
Nephew Ethelwald, the king's son. He is young, but sees himself as the rightful heir. How am I to deal with him?
Should kill him, Lord. As my own uncle Elfrich would kill me.
If I kill Ethelwald, I'm admitting he has legitimate claim to the throne, which he does not. That is how I think. I know of a marriage that would bring you land and title.
I have no need of a wife, Lord.
Marriage would show your commitment to Wessex. Help me read my enemy, and in return, we shall talk further of wealth and reward.
You were not on the ship with me! Go to Alfred and I will watch him betray you.
She could be right.
You are God's king, Alfred of Wessex. Viva Res Alfredus!
We'll not be leaving Wessex. We only just arrived.
Then you will starve.
Surrender!
You will be paid for your return to London. There are no more terms, and there will be no surrender.
His head, and you can have your peace. Uhtred, Ragnar's son. A traitor.
I am prepared to return to the sword. We outnumber you, we are many, and we are dangerous, but I would prefer to establish a peace. And Uhtred here shall keep his head. But I will pay you well to leave Wessex.
Well, the Danes said either they would cave or it would be war, so looking like war.
I would like you to swear an oath, a year's service.
It'll take them at least a year before they can gather a second great army.
We are bordered by water, yet we have so few ships.
What happens if you find yourself facing young Ragnar? In battle?
Didn't think of that one. What's happened?
Lost a child.
She had a miscarriage?
Stand together! We're at war! Shield wall!
I like it, Arsling. Now kill the bastard!
Oh, shit.
The wealth isn't mine. Belongs to Lord Ragnar, the Fearless.
The man thinks. Which is more than you or I could do. Uhtred, this is Ethelwald, another Arsling.
I am not the nephew of the king. I am the king. What I ought to do is slit his gizzard.
Say that to anyone but me.
You're lucky Alfred hasn't had you killed.
God will not allow him. I like God.
I didn't think we'd be seeing the nephew for a long time, but I guess he's still around.
You owe Alfred nothing. To him your word means nothing. You're a pagan.
Did you kill my father?
If you believe that I would kill our father, take your revenge. I knew it.
Sure, I knew it.
Jartan attacked and set the fire. I've sworn to Alfred.
Well, if you have sworn, then you must keep your word.
I'm glad he's cool with it, and this isn't like a rift. This would also explain the vision why they're not together on the ship.
When the time is right, I swear I'll be with you.
Be happy. I sold myself for a mail coat and helmet.
He wants you to help take back England. Of course, when the year's up, you could go back to the Danes. That would at least give me the chance to kill you.
I like this guy. Okay, took some time to gather my thoughts. It was another really good episode. So you see the continued, culture divide. The battle was successful for the English. The king took a wound, and it ended up being fatal. They crowned Alfred their new king. The nephew, Aethelwald, I believe his name is, was attempting to take the crown for himself. He is technically the rightful king's heir, but his own father said, no, he has no business being king. I want Alfred to be king, and everybody knows that. So his plan to try to push his claim went nowhere immediately. They got rid of him at first, and I thought we weren't going to see him again, but then we did see him again, and he's still kind of around. Yeah, he's still bothered by the fact that he's not going to be king, but it kind of seems like he's not in any position to do anything about it. So it's interesting. The character is still around, but that threat I don't think is very serious, at least not thus far, unless something happens. Yeah, so they had a meeting between the Danes and the Saxons, and it went about as well as you would expect. The Danes think that they can press their superior, military prowess and just get anything they want out of the new King Alfred, and they were completely wrong. There was an argument, it didn't go anywhere, and it seems like we're headed for war. So Uhtred has been training the Saxons in military tactics of the Danes, and it's pretty interesting. I forget his name, but the man-at-arms that was, each time Uhtred was training, he was always on the opposite side, leading the men to charge them against the shield wall. Pretty cool scene. There's kind of a bond there, like a friendship. Alfred wants Uhtred to become more Saxon through marriage, through giving his word of service for 1 year, which Uhtred eventually does, and he plans to keep his word, which is good. So we had the reunion between Uhtred, Brida, and Ragnar the Younger, and it was interesting. At first, he wasn't sure if the rumors about Uhtred, killing his family were true, and then he looked in his eyes and knew the truth, and thankfully believes him, so there's no conflict there. Yeah, Brida had a vision after drinking that mushroom tea. It also, unfortunately, made her have a miscarriage, it looks like. I don't think she knew she was pregnant when she took that stuff, and I'm guessing that's a potential side effect. But yeah, she had a vision of her and Ragnar on a ship together sailing somewhere, but Uhtred wasn't in it. So the episode ends with, their little reunion, but Uhtred has said that he's sworn to Alfred and he meant it, and yeah, they still want their revenge against the guy that ultimately killed their family and kidnapped the daughter. I'm not sure if they know that or not, but I believe Sven took her, the son of the guy that did it. The guy that did it is now like a lord among the Danes. He has a decent sized army. So yeah, that's going to be something in the future because I'm pretty sure they're going to get their revenge eventually. Really good episode, really enjoying things, and it's starting to, flesh the story out a little bit, and we're seeing some new characters. I'm starting to pick up some names here and there. Still need to work on that, but that will come with time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So as always, thanks for watching, and peace.